topic right here, I'm shooting them back to back. So I'm gonna have on the same thing. But this topic right here is regarding role models. We just need more of them, especially black women in the black community. We just need more positive role models who are just going to live according to God's expectations and his ordinance, and instead of that of the world's. And this is not to pregnancy shame anyone. This thing is still flying in the car, y'all. This is not to pregnancy shame anyone, but it's just to bring light to the forefront of what's going on. And I mean, it's obvious, it's evident what's been happening. It's just so many of our young black women who are getting pregnant before marriage. And we all know our beautiful, innocent little Halle Bailey. She just revealed that she had a baby, which we all were speculating her pregnancy. But it's just like, it's kind of heartbreaking, and it's kind of sad, because it's like so many young girls, young black girls, and girls of all cultures looked up to her. And I know she didn't take on that role as a role model, but when you put yourself out there, when you're in the public eye, you automatically become a role model. That's not to disregard that she's not human. Obviously she's human, of course she's human, that's common sense. But it's just like, when you put yourself out there like that and you're held at a certain standard, then it's becomes a problem with the message that's being sent out. Like it sends an alert to these younger girls, like, oh, okay, well, Mermaid didn't even get married before she had a baby, so it's gonna be okay for me as long as I'm of age, appropriate age to get pregnant. Then that's all I want. So forget, basically, it's like, forget a family, forget a husband, forget a this, forget doing it the correct way, the way that God ordained us to do it. But I'm just going to do what I want to do and use my free will as I please, and get pregnant before marriage, because everybody else doing it, everybody I look up to is doing it, including Miss Mermaid. So it's just like, we just need a lot more positive role models. Not to say that she's still not a positive role model. She seems like the sweetest girl. She seems like the most welcoming, loving, kind, genuine, pure girl. But it's just like, the message that's being portrayed and taken in by other young girls now is going to hit a little differently. So I just wish that we can just be better and just exhibit a little bit more direction in the right way and how things should actually be done. Because the world is already lost. We already got so many lost souls, and it's already so many children battling with different things, and you don't know what they're looking up to you for. So just be mindful of that. Like, just do better than what we've been doing. And then not only that, it just seemed like there's a whole plethora, a whole line of women from one point to the next that's just popping up pregnant now, as if it's a fad, like it's a thing to do. And that's what I'm saying. It's like, because these messages, once it goes out into the public, into the media, that this is what's happening with this person, that person, the third, who everybody looked up to as mentors, once again, regardless if they took on that title or not, once you put yourself on a public platform, once people see that blue check next to your name, you are very much a role model. You are very much a mentor. You are very much somebody, especially if you stay out the limelight for real, if you just not in the media for anything negative. Like, young women, mothers have their daughters looking up to you, and they're pinpointing you out to them, like, hey, look at this girl, she's accomplishing her goals, she's doing her dreams. And then you do all that, then it's like, oh, but now she had a baby out of marriage. And again, this is not to shame her or DDG. Just to be clear, I like both of them. I've never met them, of course, but I love their relationship. I used to post them on my Instagram story all the time. Like, I love them, and just how giddy Halle is over him. Like, I like them together, but it's still, I gotta stand on what I stand on. I still wholeheartedly believe in post-marriage sex and post-marriage pregnancies and things of that sort, because that's why we have so many single-parent homes, because people are doing things the way that they want to do them. And then once that relationship is called off, Lord forbid, I rebuke that in the name of Jesus, when it comes to the two of them, and anybody else for that matter that's black, that has a black family, but are not wedded, that are not married. But it's just like, that's what happens. And then you have these divided and dysfunctional families. Oh, she got to go here over this weekend, or he got to go here the other weekend. We got to have 2 separate Christmases, 2 separate birthday parties and stuff like that, depending on the relationships of the parents and if they know how to properly co-parent. Like, it's so much that go into it, and that's the chain and the cycle that we want to break as a community, as a culture, as a whole. It's just like, stop this. You know, that's not cute to see this one woman with 5 babies because the daddy is nowhere to be found, and he left the sole responsibility on her. That's not okay. That's not okay. So that's just what I'm on here to talk about. It's just like, we got to do better. Like, I want us to be better, to make better decisions, and to just, I mean, once again, I believe in post-marital sex, but if you're going to do it beforehand, you know it's only 2 things that can come out of it. Either a disease or pregnant, or it's a third thing. Possibly you won't catch either. Either one of them. But, you know, you got to think about those 2 things too, and keep those into consideration, that those are possibilities. You could catch something, or you can get pregnant. The only 2 options, or you can't. You won't experience either one, and that's only by the grace of God. But those are things. So when you out here having unprotected sex, just know that these are the only 2 possibilities. And I can only tell people, I'm sure her parents and stuff probably told her too, and people just gonna make their own choices. But at least protect yourself. They got all kind of stuff that you can insert now, all in your arm or whatever, to your birth control that you can insert in your arm, and the NuvaRing, all kind of stuff. I mean, I'm not on it because I'm celibate, but all kind of stuff to prevent these things. So I just don't understand why this keeps happening. And like I said, it's just like a domino effect. Keke Palmer, Halle Bailey, it's another girl that's a public figure. She's not like an actor or anything. She does a lot of fashion stuff, and she has a podcast, but she's very well known on Instagram because of that. And very classy, very beautiful young woman. But she just had a baby girl. It's just like, it's just happening back to back to back to back, and nobody married. And all of these people I look up to, I look up to as mentors, even though they're younger than me. So it's just like, because it's like, oh, they doing the darn thing. They wasn't pregnant at the time. They wasn't doing this. They was on every commercial, every this, every that. And now, what do we have? Everybody pregnant, nobody married. All of them black women. So you see what I'm saying? You see how that message could be interpreted the wrong way by other black girls and young black girls and stuff. Like, I don't get it. And then especially these kids nowadays, they so advanced. They have phones at 7, 8 years old. iPhones, full-fledged iPhones at 7, 8 years old. Which means they have access to everything. They have access to ads that pop up that's not good, that's not healthy, that they can click on at any time and see what it's about. All kind of stuff. So they already have curious minds, and then when they start seeing people who they look up to, or people who are on these certain scales and spectrums of things, like in Hollywood or wherever the case may be, and see that these people are doing things backwards, how do you think they are interpreting that? How? See what I'm saying? Does it make sense? Does it make sense? And no, nobody is obligated to be somebody's mentor, but I am just stating the obvious. I'm stating the facts. You do, whether it's inadvertently, unintentionally, or whatever. When you are out as a public figure, when you're all in the media, you automatically are seen as a mentor, a role model that got it going on. When people see that blue check, why do you think all these folks going to get this plastic surgery? Because almost every woman with a blue check is getting plastic surgery, BBLs. Then you got the little girl going on a whole, she really off her rails and off her rockers. The one, I ain't even about to say her name. I actually know the name, but she done went and stepped there and put Christian BBL. Woo! Girl, shut your mouth. A what BBL? A Christian? A Christian. I'm gonna say that one more time. A Christian BBL. But why did she do that? Because everybody around her is getting it done. Everybody with blue marks is getting it done, blue checks. That's why. And it's become the norm to fill yourself up with injections and butt injections and implants, and taking stuff from your stomach and putting it on your butt, and letting them inject you all up in the lips and the eyes and the forehead and this and that. That's why. So you tell me that you're not a role model. You tell me that people not looking up to you. because they are. They are. So let's just do better. We got to do better. And as for me, as well, it's just like I've been down that road. That's how I'm qualified to sit up here and tell people what and what not to do, and how that we have to do better. Because even me, I've had an experience in the past where that's something I pray to God about all day, every day, just asking for forgiveness and wondering if He truly forgives me. But I know He is a forgiving God, so I have to accept that He does. He has forgiven me. But even that, sometimes you have to make choices that you never thought you would be making because of certain situations, getting yourself in a certain situation. But yeah, so that's how I'm sitting up here able to say the do's and the don'ts, the what and the what nots to do. So yeah, just take heed to this, and hopefully this message finds whoever it needs to find. And yeah, man, I'm telling you, I done lived it. Like, it ain't what you want to do. It ain't nothing you want to have to do. And then nowadays they got all these kind of laws, you can't even get nothing done. So the only option is to do it to yourself, and that can cost you your life right there. So just wait until marriage. Wait until God sends you the right person that you're supposed to be making love to, because love and sex is not bad. And I want people to understand that love and sex is not bad. Making love and sex is not bad, correction, but it's supposed to be after marriage. It's supposed to be after marriage, and that's for a reason. Not only that, it unlocks all kind of things. That's how people get all hot in the pants and heated and want to go out here and explore this penis and that penis and this and this and that. Because now that you've done it, now you want to explore. And that's not to say for all people, because I wasn't that person. I wasn't that type of woman. People made me feel like that's the route that I'll go down. But I'm like, no, I'm the type of person that's going to always prove somebody wrong. So when they was like, oh, you going to do this, girl, you going to do that, trust me, I done did it, blah, blah, blah. That's you. You are you and I am me. And that's for a reason. Not degrading or belittling you, but that's not me. That's not going to be my situation. That's not going to be what it is. And it wasn't. So, yeah. But yeah, it's like some people, they do though. They take that route. They explore and they want to see which one is best for them. And it just opens your mind up to so many things. And then they have what you call soul ties and this and that's real. I never knew that was the term for it until later on. But it's so real. Like, you wondering why 10 years down the line you thinking about this person you ain't seen in 10 years. That's why. Because once you make love to each other, once you go down that route, you are it. Once again, it opens up a whole nother thing that you're not even aware of. It's a spiritual thing. It's spiritual. So really, it should say spiritual soul ties. Add that word in front of it. And when you do, give me my credit, because people love to steal from me now. Give me my credit. But yeah, spiritual soul ties. That's what it is. It's intertwined. That's what I say. Two become one. And when you go that route and two becomes one like that, that's why you're sitting up there thinking about that person. That's why you want to give them a text and a call and y'all ain't spoken months. That's why. Because you let it get that far. So just be careful. Just be mindful. Just protect your body. Protect yourself. Be safe out here, y'all. Even if you are on any type of birth control, you have the NuvaRing or whatever new type of things that they done gadgets they done came up with, still use protection. Because a NuvaRing and whatever else inserted within you, it can prevent pregnancy, but it can't prevent diseases. So like I said, I'm all rooting for postmarital love and sex and babies. But if you're going to do it before then, protect yourself. Be smart. Be smart about what you're doing with your body, who you're doing it with. And then that's the thing too, you don't even know who you land up with. I seen a girl on some station, I can't recall what it was, but black girl, beautiful, had sex, lost her virginity to one man, contracted HIV. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. And people think it's a game, and it's not. It is truly that simple to catch anything. My heart goes out to her, and I'm just like, that's her whole life. Just right there. Just like that. But all right, y'all. I think my story is about to get full, so let me get up off of here. These are my 2 videos for the day. I have to delete these, and then tomorrow on Sunday, I'm gonna go ahead and hit y'all up with another video. But yeah, love y'all, mean it, take care, and always, always, just be smart, make wise decisions, be cautious, be mindful, be considerate of your temple, be considerate of God's expectations and not the world's. I don't care if you have to get off of social media, get off. My best friend been off social media for what, 10 years, and living a lovely, lavish, wonderful life, living it, loving it. And I don't blame her. She kind of like my inspo, and I want to get off social media, but I can't because I have to get these messages off, for one, on YouTube, and then I also have another Instagram on at Black is She TV that I have to post stuff to as a mission, as a calling from God. So yeah, and I'm supposed to do the 30 days of jazz on my IG, but if I haven't, it's because that page is very sacred to me as well as my YouTube channel. And I really just have to post from a place of, like, my spirit has to guide me and lead me to post on there. So I kind of had to retract from doing that. It's not that I couldn't keep up with the posts. I just really have to feel the need and the urge to post. Like, the spirit has to truly guide me as to what to post on there. And it's been like that since I started that page, so I can't just post. And I don't want to get it confused with a blog as a blog page, because that's not what it's supposed to be. Everything that I post on there is something that I've heard directly and clearly from God, or something that I'm feeling in my spirit to post and share. So yeah, that's just been like that since the beginning. I just have to move on that. And those things that I post are very important to me. Like, that means that it speaks to me. If it's on there, that means it spoke to me, okay, in a certain way. But yeah, okay, y'all, for real, this time I'm off. I'm hungry. Only thing I had was watermelon this morning and some little turkey thingies, them little turkey sausages. So I'm hungry, y'all. I'm about to get off here and go eat it. All right, so yeah, bye. Talk to y'all later. Take care. Love y'all.